Because up until last night, I'm still, doing discernment and doing consultations about my decision as to if it's a go for ML, because I think narinig nyo naman
Yes,
dati, and
ma'am.
I already announced that I am not running at all for any position, whether it's senatorial, party list, or any other elective position for next year. But then when I was going around and then meeting people, mga events, speaking engagements, and I'm always asked about that. So I would say, no, I don't have plans. But then some of my friends, some of my colleagues in the LP had urged me to consider, if not Senate, then a party list. Now, I assessed the situation. The pragmatic in me told me that I should go na lang for the party list instead of senatorial. Because,
Okay.
there is this sectoral wing of the LP, which was newly accredited by the COMELEC, although it has been in existence for several years already as the sectoral wing. It's a multi-sectoral organization. But it was only recently in July that the COMELEC and Bank granted the accreditation of ML as party list that can participate for next year's party list elections. And so the initial nominees, the first two nominees, were supposedly former Congressman Ted Bagilat and former Congressman Erin Tanyada. But then when they talked to me, and then, I manifested yesterday or the other day that I am seriously considering it. And I was glad to know that the two of them were willing to slide down to number 2 and number 3 so that I could take the first nominee, the lead nominee. And going over really what ML stands for, because as a sectoral wing of the LP, as I said, and this could be the platform where LP could further broaden its base through sectoral formations of various sectors, and bring it closer to the ground, to the community, to the marginalized. Kasi di ba yun ang mga palaging pinupuna sa LP na hindi daw masyadong nakaka-connect sa baba because may mga elitista daw. And all those labels thrown at LP in the course of the vilification campaign against LP, especially during the last administration. So through this platform of a party list, I can pursue further the main advocacy of social justice for all of these sectors side by side with promoting and pursuing the core values of the LP: freedom, democracy, justice, social justice, anti-corruption, transparency, accountability, and good participatory governance. So yun po yung aking mga naging consideration, if I can help out. And then in the House of Representatives, I think we need more fiscalizers there. We see from the Senate that both houses actually are very busy now with all of these issues, with all of these inquiries, and probably we can anticipate that there would be more issues, more mga pagkakaabalahan ng mga tao, especially mga national issues, and perhaps I can help out. Perhaps I can lend my voice in those inquiries and in pursuing again the legislation for the sectors that ML represents.
You still have a number of congressmen in the House of Representatives, some members, who seem to be siding with the administration. Is this cleared with the party? Is this a party position to align itself with the administration?
There is no such party position or inclination or plan to align itself with the Marcos administration. We are an independent opposition group. We are an independent opposition party, and that we engage in political discourses based on issues. So it depends on the issues concerned. And it just so happened that there are more issues that seem to be aligned with the position of the BBM administration rather than that of the Duterte group, the Duterte power bloc, especially now with all of these controversies, these issues, these revelations coming out in all those hearings, the Senate inquiries, the Quadcom hearings. Now, we can see how bankrupt the Duterte power bloc is. Ang daming mga lumalabas. Now, hindi kami pumapanig sa BBM administration for the sake of being politically allied with them, because we are not politically allied with them, because there are still issues that we hold them to account.
Officially.
Yes.
So, wala kayong balak na because I'm just asking this because former Senator Antonio Trillanes broached the idea na magkaroon ng alliance between at least some members of the Liberal Party and of course the Marcos administration. Talaga bang completely close na kayo to that proposal?
As of now, the LP leadership is not inclined to do that. Because how can we be an opposition if we align with them? And again, there are issues also. You know, we have core liberal members. We have really those who have been there during the martial law years and up to now. Then how can we ever explain that to them? Aligning this time with the previous the successor, the son of the previous dictator, where there are issues that are still unresolved. So it's basically on principles that we are not inclined to really align politically with the BBM group.